Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is mathematics grade 8, myself Rafaqat Ali, and this topic is the second lesson of this week, week 3. You can see this in the lessons, today's lessons, and the topic is about real numbers, and this topic is the last topic of this chapter. And I want to tell you, on Thursday we will arrange some kind of quiz, MCQs type quiz of this chapter. Up to now, the real numbers. Up to now, we have only been looking the natural numbers, which are whole positive numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3. All these are the natural numbers. If we also include negative whole numbers, we have the integers. So one side it will be negative and one side will be positive side of the numbers. Let me explain it. 0, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2. This will come to infinity to both sides. And if we include the decimal to we have the real numbers. There are two sort of real numbers, rational real numbers and irrational real numbers. These are very sensitive 2 points. You should try to understand it. The rational real numbers are integers or fractions such as minus 1, 17.35, minus 8.75 and so on, etc. Irrational numbers cannot be written as fraction. The numbers which cannot be written in the form of fractions. For example, 2 square root, 13 square root, this we cannot write in the fractions. If n is the natural number that is not the square number, then n square is an irrational number. N square root will be the irrational number. If n is a natural number that is not the square number, any number which is not the square number, then the square root of that number will be irrational number. For example, 16 square root will be 4. This is not irrational number. But 17 square root will be irrational number, because here this comes whole number, this will not, the answer will not come in the whole number. That is the simple difference. Okay, now state whether each of these numbers is an integer or not. We will see according to the definitions, it is integer or it is not integer. What is the definition of integers? You can see, if we also include negative whole numbers, we have the integers. These are the whole numbers are the integers. You can define here what is the number is integer or not. State whether each of these numbers irrational or irrational. According to definitions, I have explained it. This 9 is not a irrational number, it is a rational number. 10 is an irrational number, like this. And if is it possible to find two numbers a and b in the following case? We will discuss these points in this. The main idea of this lecture I have delivered. The remaining details you can find out in the lecture. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.